Hey, wonderful, brave leaders. I'm so happy to be back with you again today with another counseling video. We are going to start as usual with our affirmations. Start on a good note, and I want you to repeat after me. I am brave. I am strong. I am kind. I am good. And I am loved. Oh my gosh, you guys. I am so excited to be here today. So today we are going to talk about this book called I Am Peace, a Book of Mindfulness. And this is by Peter Reynolds. He also writes the book The Dot, which is one of my favorites. And he also writes a book about yoga that we're going to be doing as well. So we're going to get started and talk about this book. Okay. So the first page talks about worrying about what might happen next and what has happened before. And I know with everything that we're going through right now, I feel just the same way that you do. I've worried about what has happened, and I worry about what might happen, especially since I haven't been able to see you guys. The thoughts in our heads can be like rushing water, and they can carry us away. But you can stop and you can take a deep breath. So let's do that. And just like we did in the last video, we're going to feel the ground beneath our feet. And we're going to feel our body sitting on a chair or sitting down wherever you are. And we're going to notice the here and now. You are peace because you know right now you are safe. You can watch your worries disappear and let go. And you can feel inside that you are peace. And you can share your kindness with others. And you can think about what wonderful things we do have in our world and the wonderful things that we can notice. And you can think about it and also be grateful for it and say thank you. So right now I'm going to think of 3 things I'm grateful for that make me feel peaceful. I am grateful for doctors. I am grateful for my home. And I'm grateful for you. You can watch the clouds outside. You can watch the trees. And you can wonder about those things. You can taste and smell and touch and hear and see what is all around me. I use my senses. I can feel my breath and my whole body. So I want us to try that. So I use a technique called grounding, and that means that you can look around you and you can notice what's around you and also feel and taste and touch. So I want you to think about one thing you can taste, one thing you can smell, one thing you can touch, one thing you can hear, and one thing that you can see. And when your mind goes and your mind races, it can bring you back to the present moment. And you don't need to worry about anything before or after because you are in this moment. And this moment is peaceful. And you can share your peace with others. And we can all be peace. So that was such a lovely book. The next thing that we're going to talk about is something bad happened. We're going to do the next chapter. Remember, this is your guide to coping with events in the news. So, chapter 4 is about gathering information. So, another way to quiet false alarms is to get accurate information about bad things that happened. What happened and where? Why did it happen? And who is working to keep you safe? Let's talk about those things. So, If you've been talking with your parents, you know that there's some things that have been happening in the world that have caused us to stay home. And I want your parents to be the ones, or the adults in your life, to be the ones that talk to you about it in detail. But you can ask them, why did it happen, and who's working to keep you safe? And right now we have some lovely, amazing leaders in our community that are keeping us safe. Our governor is having us stay home because that'll keep us safe. We're told to wash our hands for 20 seconds because that's going to keep us safe. And doctors and nurses are taking care of people that are sick. And we have some really amazing people making food and also supplying groceries for us. So there's a lot of people that are keeping us safe. And you can write about it, and you can draw about it. And you can think about why it happened if you need to. Some reasons are clear, and other times they're complicated, and you may not get all the answers that you want. But you can ask the grown-up why or anything that you need to talk about. And if you're a grown-up, the most important thing to do, if you're an adult, is to make sure that you're responding on your child's developmental level, and you're also responding in a way to them where you're mirroring what they ask. And it's really important that you also make sure to remember that if you're calm, your children are more likely to be calm as well. All right, and you can find out together. So be careful where you look for information, though. After something bad happens, many people start talking in very public ways. They give their opinions, which may or may not be based on facts. They sometimes say things that aren't true or give you details you don't need to hear. Even the news programs that the grown-ups around you trust sometimes say things in needlessly scary ways and show dramatic pictures that aren't meant for kids. It can look like this. Scary words and dramatic pictures have a way of getting stuck in our brains. Unless you're reading a news source specifically geared toward children, it's better to get information from the adults who care about you, rather than from the computer, radio, or TV. After you talk to a grown-up you trust, you can put what you've learned into your own words. Okay? Was it caused by nature or by humans or both? Did someone do something on purpose or was it an accident? Whether answers are simple or complicated, understanding why a bad thing happened helps us make sense of it. It puts us one step closer to knowing if the feelings of high alert is accurate or if it's a false alarm. So what I will say is that my brother is a doctor and I'm getting really great information from him if anybody needs any specific places to get really reliable information. The CDC, the Center for Disease Control, is a really great place. The World Health Organization as well, and then Dr. Fauci from the National Institute of Health is a great resource. All of those are reliable. Anytime you're watching the news, make sure that you remember to check and see if the sources are reliable and make sure you calm yourself down by focusing on what you're going through. Okay? So the last thing that we're going to do is do a little bit of mindfulness with our friend Colby. And I will show you Colby. This is Colby right here. That's Colby. Okay, so Colby's idea for handling guilt and overwhelm. So there's two things that you can do. The first thing is called a freeze frame. When I feel guilty about something, I keep my body as still as possible and do a quick mental body scan to get my negative thoughts back in line, and you can too. Notice your feet on the floor and position of your arms and hands. Then pay attention to your shoulders and your jaw. See how tight they are. Then loosen your muscles. Wiggle your body. Shake your hands. Open your mouth as if you're going to yawn and shrug your shoulders. Once you loosen up a bit, you can make a plan to fix the mistake. Okay, so ready? So sometimes when we get really nervous or scared, we tense up our muscles. So we're going to let them go. So I want you to focus on your shoulders and your jaw and just let them go. You can even roll them backwards if you need to. And also, you can focus on your jaw too. Make sure that it's not tense. And you can wiggle your body. You can shake your hands. And you can shrug your shoulders. And then once you loosen up a bit, you'll see if you have a more calm brain to make better decisions. Okay, the number 2 mindfulness technique with Colby is muscle movement. Have you ever felt like you're going to burst and your body has to move? When I'm upset or excited, I try to pay attention to what my muscles need. I like to go outside and run around in giant circles, stretching my legs and pumping my arms and taking in big gulps of air and breathing out in quick little bursts. As my body gets tired, I make running circles smaller and my exhales longer. By the time I stop, my exhales, when you breathe out, are lasting longer than my inhales, and I can feel my mind and my body settling. So, in really simple terms, go out and get some fresh air. And maybe you're going on a walk or a bike ride or a hike and maybe run around and get that energy out, because that can help us to calm ourselves down. Those are 2 really, really amazing ideas. And this is all from our friend Colby. So thank you, Colby, for helping us with that. All right, I hope you guys have a wonderful and fabulous day. It was amazing to be here with you. Remember to check out our website. I will link it. And look at our distance learning page and also look at our video lessons. And we are here for you. Please email us or call us and reach out to us. Our Google Voice distance learning numbers are at the bottom of our emails, and they're also on our website. Have a great day. Thanks.